It's Friday night, and Shabbat is beginning. It's a special moment for this Jewish congregation not like the others. These people turned their backs on their ultra-Orthodox communities back home recently to start a new life here in Dresden, in Germany. The communities they left, they say, were largely cut off from the outside modern world. Rabbi Akiva Weingarten created this study center in an old hotel. They maintain tradition, but in a far freer way than they did before.
This is the day of family usually, but here when I don't have family, so it's really important to me.
It's very different, but it's socially important.
The center was founded a year ago in this city in the east of Germany and is unique in Europe. People who leave ultra-Orthodox communities often find themselves alone, isolated, and without money. Here, they share a house, cook together, and every day take German lessons so one day they can integrate into German society. A challenge during a pandemic.
Ihre Tochter, ihrem Sohn, ihren einige Kinder. Enkelkinder. I think the grammatic is not easy.
For me, it's difficult. I think when I will start to meet and talk with people, I think it will, it will go better and better.
Meanwhile, they spend almost all their time in the place they now call home. Moshe was born into a family of 10 children in Jerusalem. He has studied nothing but the Torah his whole life. Here, he's learning to live and think by and for himself.
Each of us now have his own room. Yes, so this is my room. I have the corner I work in. And
Moshe left his ultra-Orthodox community by telling people he wanted to continue religious studies in Dresden. His family struggled with his decision to start a new life.
My grandfather was terrified about the idea, but they learned to accept it like it was. And a lot of people, like Germany, it's a trigger still today for a lot of people.
But his jump into the unknown was made easier when he met others like him. The center now houses 8 people and wants to increase capacity.
It's also, we all of us have the background of coming from very ultra-Orthodox communities and everything, and so we understand each other. It's not just the safe place. So it's easier, yes, to start a new place and a new, or to learn something when you have around you more people who understand your difficulties and everything else.
Because leaving behind the ultra-Orthodox world usually means breaking entirely away from your old life. That was the experience of Akiva Weingarten. The rabbi grew up in a suburb of New York in the strict Satmar community. In 2014, he left his wife and 3 children to start a new life in Germany with only a few dollars in his pocket.
These are some family pictures. My 2 brothers, my sister, my children, and the whole family.
In Germany, he completed religious studies before being made the rabbi of a liberal Jewish community in Dresden. For Weingarten, helping other people who leave the Orthodox community is a job that's both practical and theological.
They have to find their own identity. What does it mean to be Jewish? Are there other ways to be a Jew? Because as we grew up, we only knew one way to be Jewish. Everything else, every other religion, but also every other way to practice Judaism was considered wrong. We didn't even realize we were a minority. It's important for them to learn how other Jews live around the world.
For Shabbat, Weingarten still puts on his shtreimel, the fur hat worn by ultra-Orthodox Jews. As if to show to the new members that it's possible to embrace a liberal way of being a Jew without completely renouncing their Hasidic roots.